Hello, this is Kevin Barry, and I'm very happy to answer some of the questions that have been sent in for Eason's Asks. And I'm going to find the first question here in front of me. You have won many awards. Is there anyone that stands out as particularly special to you? That's a lovely question. I think maybe the first award I won was the Rooney Prize for Irish Literature when my first book of stories, There Are Little Kingdoms, came out in 2007. And the first cut is the sweetest, you know. It's a very venerable award. It's been won by a lot of great writers, so that was a really nice, that was a really good buzz. The next question. You write both short stories and novels. How does the writing process differ, and which format do you prefer? I guess stories in some ways are kind of my first love as a writer, but I really enjoy writing both. The novel has its own challenges, of course. I have a congenital kind of impatience as a writer, so it's attractive to start a story with the notion that it might be finished inside a week or two. To somebody naturally impatient as a personality, that's a very nice proposition. So maybe stories are my first love in a way, but I'm very committed to both forms. The next question. Night Poet to Tangier was a very powerful and intense book. Thank you very much. Delving into crime and its consequences. When writing, did you find it hard to switch off from once the writing day was over? I found it very hard. The two characters, Morris and Charlie, were very much in my head to the point I was finding it difficult to sleep. They would start talking as soon as I turned the lamp out. So I actually changed my process a little. I wrote a lot of the book by night. I started to stay up and work through the night, and I would sleep then in the morning comfortably enough. I was pleased when Morris and Charlie finally got out of the house, and then I was sleeping fine again. So yeah, it's an intense novel. I think it's a short but intense book. So definitely there was some difficulty switching off from it. The next question. I have written short story collections and have submitted them to publishers without response. Is it harder to get stories published in book form, and do I have any advice about that? I always try and separate writing and publishing in my mind. I think it's a good idea for everyone to concentrate on the story that's on the desk and whatever the writing project is, and if you worry about that, the rest hopefully will take care of itself. There has been a traditional kind of suspicion with publishers about stories as a form, and hence they wouldn't really promote them properly, but I think that's changed in recent years. Story collections, I think, are getting easier to place now with publishers, and I hope that continues. And the final question we have is, you have a new book published towards the end of the year. Can you tell us more about this? It's a short story collection. I'm delighted to say my third. It's called That Old Country Music. Most of the stories are set quite nearby to where I live now in County Sligo. It's coming at the end of October. 11 new stories. I can't wait to get it out. It's a great thing. It's a real happy prospect to have a new collection of stories going out. Thank you very much. Finally, I just have to remind everyone that the lovely, attractive paperback edition of Night Poet to Tangier is available to order now on easons.com. Thanks a million. Cheers.